Yo, what's up guys, it's Levi here and welcome to a brand new video on the Team Gullit channel. So today we have a video about the top 5 endgame skill moves in FC 25, where we're gonna talk about the advanced roulette, the OG speed boost, the third one will be the Flair Nutmeg pass, the fourth one will be the classic ball roll, and last but not least, also a classic one, the Stepovers. So, as I already mentioned, skill move number 1 is the advanced roulette. For the people who don't know how to perform the advanced roulette, you hold L2 and R1 at the same time, whilst you turn your right stick 180 degrees, so basically to the opposite side. This skill move is very situational, but I also don't see a lot of people using it and it's very underrated, especially on the wing. As you guys can see in some of these clips, on the wing it's literally undefendable. When you're shoulder to shoulder with your winger against the fullback and you perform the advanced roulette, it's literally no chance your opponent is gonna read it. And as you can see, you get kinda speed boost from it as well if you accelerate with R2 afterwards. This skill move also looks insane if you ask me. It might be my favorite skill move in the game, just because it brings some flair, some yoga bonito, and it's still very effective. It's mainly a skill move to get yourselves out of tough situations on the wing, where you are stuck and it looks like your opponent is gonna get the ball from you. Then this is the perfect solution to get out of this situation. One thing you need to keep in mind is that your player needs to have at least 4-star skill moves. Then we move on to the OG speed boost. Is this the most influential one? Maybe, because I think this is a skill move. I don't know if you can even call it a skill move because you don't need skill moves, but in my opinion it's a skill move. For the people who don't know how to perform the speed boost, you hold L1 whilst you're walking or dribbling with the ball. The moment you release L1, you press R2. This way you will start running, but you get an insane acceleration, what we call the sprint boost. You can use it at the halfway line when it looks like you still need to do an entire build-up, but you have the ball with your striker in between his center backs. It's the speed boost and you're in a 1v1 with the goalkeeper out of nowhere. But this one works literally everywhere on the pitch. With your fullbacks on the wing, with your wingers on the wing, around the box of your opponent. When you're stuck in build-up, for example, with your fullback, as you can see, which is in this case Davies for me, I am on the wing, not really that many options to play it to. I just go for the speed boost down the wing, and as you can see, I'm flying. Out of nowhere I create space, and this is a very easy way to create chances. Also, around the box of your opponent, sometimes you're in that what we call a handball formation, and out of nowhere you perform a speed boost, your opponent never expects it, you are flying, there's no way you're gonna get catched. This might be the one that can really make or break your gameplay, because if you can manage to perform the speed boost very well, I'm sure FUT champs will be a lot easier for you guys. From the speed boost we move over to the Flair Nutmeg pass. So the Flair Nutmeg, you perform that by holding L1 and R1 whilst you flick your right stick to the left or to the right side. That's not really tough. But now the combination comes and there's where the magic happens. So the Flair Nutmeg pass is for me the best way to cut inside. If you use the Flair Nutmeg pass, it's very hard for your opponent to predict, because you can perform it whilst you're heading with a straight face to the back line. You perform that pass and you can cut inside with a 90-degree angle. This is so unpredictable, and especially because the movement goes so quick, as you can see in these examples, is the Flair Nutmeg and the pass. You basically don't even see the Flair Nutmeg is happening. To be honest, I only see pros doing this, so this could also be a difference maker in your gameplay. The best situation for this is at the side of the box. So once you're in the box or close to the box at the left or at the right side and you can perform this to cut inside, it's insane. All that you need to do after is either shoot or play one more extra pass, and there's nothing your opponent can do against it because it just goes too quick for them. Again, 4-star skill moves are needed to be able to perform this Flair Nutmeg pass. Maybe at the start you will make a few mistakes, but I'm sure that if you practice this, it will help you a lot. Moving on to the ball roll. The classic ball roll works everywhere on the pitch. On your own half, almost with your goalkeeper, from your striker, it works everywhere. To create space, to create angles, to get out of tough situations. For example, your opponent is pressing you and you have to turn back. You can use a ball roll to go to the left, to the right side. It's also the easiest skill move in the game because the only thing you need to know is that you perform it by holding your right stick to the right or to the left side. No combinations needed, no buttons at all. Just hold it to the right or to the left side. You can turn away with this so easily. Obviously, don't want to lose the ball in FC. That's where football is about. If you don't lose the ball, your opponent can't score. And the ball roll is probably the biggest key for not losing the ball. As you can see, when I'm just around the box, sometimes it's just a ball roll to the outside, sometimes to the inside to stay away from my opponent. One of the best situations where a ball roll is used to perform a shot afterwards. A ball roll finesse, a ball roll trivela. You open up an angle, which makes such a big difference, because if you don't perform the ball roll, you basically won't have a chance to score. And by performing a ball roll, you suddenly have an easy open net. If you don't have the ball roll into your gameplay, I don't know what you're doing, because that should be the basic. And last but not least, stepovers. They have been in the game for years and years. We can dream of it. It still works. I don't think it is as good as it has been in previous editions, but for me it's still something to be unpredictable. You need some movement, you need some creativity, and for me stepovers, especially sidewards or otherwise just straight forward, are still something very unpredictable. As you can see in some of these examples, when I play it to my attackers, sometimes it's just a step over straight forward or a step over to the left or to the right side. How do you perform a step over? A player needs to have 4-star skill moves to be able to perform the step over in the highest tempo. But with 3-star skill moves, he can also do it, but the step over won't be as good as with a player with 4 or 5-star skill moves. So what you do is you turn your right stick 90 degrees, for example from up 90 degrees to the right, or from up 90 degrees to the left. That's it, whilst you're just running forward. Or in the middle of the step over, you change direction with holding your left stick to the left or to the right side. That's how you get the step over to the left or to the right side. That being said, that's it for skill moves for this year, I think. The top 5 endgame skill moves you need to know. If you didn't implement these in your gameplay yet, make sure to still do it, because I am 100% sure you will benefit from it in FC 26 as well. Make sure to check out the long form video which I created with Emre about the FC 26 trailer. Quite an interesting one. A lot of positive comments about the trailer. All that I want to ask you guys is make sure to put your thumbs up on this video. Leave a comment down below if you would like to. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.